James, thank you for the time. You re-signed quickly and early yesterday. What was the thought process there?
Man, Arizona felt like home for me. So, I said, well, I'll wait, and now I get to call it home for 3 more years, and I just couldn't be more excited. I'm blessed. I'm thankful. I'm grateful for this organization, and, I'm just excited to roll.
James, you have no idea how jacked up I am.
I know
Maybe
it, brother.
you do, James. Maybe you got a little bit of an idea, but, man, what kind of action, James, did you get out there? I mean, did you consider anybody else?
And this how I was embraced, last year, and how I feel about this organization, and how I feel that we have everything we need here to win and be successful. I said, I really didn't want to look around. I wanted to be here, and so it was an easy decision for me. I said, if we can get it done here, then this is the place I want to be, and we got it done. So I'm thankful.
Yes.
James, the season you had last year, I mean, you filled a lot of needs. The Cardinals they couldn't get into the end zone nearly as effectively 2 years ago as they could last year with you. Did you feel like you had something to prove last year? Because at times it looked like you were playing that way.
I always got something to prove. Every time I'm on the field, in this league, you got to prove yourself week after week. So I was able to just to play free. I was able to stay healthy, for the majority of the time, and just play some of my best football. So, every time you see me, I'm going to bring that same attitude, that same demeanor, same physicality, all that. That's what got me to this point, So that's just it's in my DNA, and that's just how I play the game. So. And which is something to prove.
So, James, your first year away from the Pittsburgh Steelers, and now here you are in the desert. You're playing for the Arizona Cardinals. Did you grow last year as a player? And if so, how? How did you?
Man, I grew so much as a person and a player, and I would say even more so as a person. Taking that leap of faith. Leaving Pennsylvania and coming out to Arizona. On a 1-year deal, cross country, it was just, the leap of faith took me higher, and so to come out here and just be embraced, and I felt like I was able to just flourish, man, and, everybody out here believed in me, and which was an awesome feeling, and so, man, I just, I grew so much as a person, and a football player as well, and so I'm looking to continue to do that, to grow as a person, a football player, moving forward.
We're talking to James Conner. James, I mean, you're going to lose some players every year. No Christian Kirk now, no Chase Edmonds. But in a lot of ways, it looks like other than those guys, the offense may look very similar to what it was last year. And you guys were very effective, especially in the first, 12 or so games. What were your feelings on the offense last year, and how confident are you in that going forward now?
Very confident. I feel like we showed, how dominant of an offense we can be, and how, effective we can be and efficient and all that. And, it ended in the playoffs last year. So, we're gonna circle back, go back to the board, and figure out what didn't work and why it didn't work, and correct that. And I feel like that's how we move forward, in this offense. And so, man, I'm ecstatic to be back in this offense after already having a year underneath my belt. Just going to come back, being the best athlete I can be, and to continue to get that ball in the end zone and help this ball club win games.
James, one of the things about last year that I was so impressed with you was your leadership. The type of player that you are, of course, but your leadership, I think, was very underrated when the Cardinals went out and signed you and brought you into that locker room. Your leadership, I think, really surprised a lot of people here. Are you a leader, and do you take it seriously? Are you a guy that is going to evolve as a leader in this locker room this year and for the years to come?
Absolutely. I feel like being a leader is just something that's in you. I really don't try to go out of my way. I try to just handle my business to the fullest and bring other people along with me. Just to trend in the right direction. And so, I feel like I have leadership capabilities. And so, I want to lead this team. I want to help lead this team. We have, awesome weapons around us, and awesome veterans and all that to help lead, but, I want to be one of those guys. And so I think I just handle my business day in and day out, how I approach the game, the sacrifices you make and all that. And, that's all I want to do is just lead by example and go out there and be my best self, which is, I know is a leader and can help bring other lions, so that's how I feel.
Talking to James Conner. Yeah, James, just to sort of piggyback on what Wolf just said, when Steve Keim last offseason said they want to get more physicality and more leadership, and like the next day they went out and added you. Now that you've been here for a year, I mean, do you look around, do you see a lot of leaders on this team?
I do. I see a young, a lot of leaders already, and also potential to be young leaders. Because we got a lot of guys, on this team, that are playmakers. And so when you handle your business on and off the field and you making plays, you got potential to be a leader. And so what I want to do is just bring that leadership and the best qualities out of the guys that we already have here. First year guys, second year guys, even 10-year guys. I just want to help bring everybody in the right direction, because that's the direction we're going.
One of the things you do, I think, is bring a lot of accountability to this locker room right here. Can you talk about accountability and tell people how important accountability is inside an NFL locker room?
Man, it's everything. It's about respect. It's about earning the respect from your teammates, staff, and just everybody. And, this game, you have to be accountable. Everybody has to know, we're only as strong as our weakest link, and so, man, this game is temporary, and we have so many phenomenal, just mind-blowing opportunities. The Super Bowl is here next year. If we can get everybody to just lock in, and bring their best self and just lead, we had the opportunity to be playing the Super Bowl at our home stadium, so I just look around, I just feel like there's every opportunity for just phenomenal stories and all of that. We just have to do that. We just have to put it together and be accountable, and that's what it starts with. It's not letting each other down, not letting yourself down.
James, the other guy in the backfield with you last year, Chase Edmonds. I mean, it was probably a long shot that they would be able to keep both of you. But what do you have to say about Chase? What do you think about him going to Miami now?
Man, we talked as soon as he signed. Man, I'm just so excited for him. I'm happy for him. I'm proud of him. From the second, I walked into this building, even when I signed, he was the first person, that reached out to me and said congrats, and he was excited to work. So that's really my brother. Miami got a phenomenal person, teammate, and football player. So I'm just excited for him, and I'm definitely gonna miss him. 2 and 6, I'm definitely gonna miss suiting up with him, but just like me coming out to Arizona, was just one of the best things for my career. I'm hoping it's the same for him in his career. He can just flourish and make plays and just be happy. So, yeah, that's my brother, and I'm proud of him.
James, this is just me right now, okay? I'm kind of an old school guy. This is just me, but what do you think the possibility is that the Arizona Cardinals might actually put your toes at 6 and 7 yards and allow you to attack the line of scrimmage? Do you think the odds are going to go up that you're actually going to do that more this year, or will they go down?
Man, that's what I want. I want that. I feel like that's football, and you can never ignore that, because at the end of the day, when you get up in that power set, you just running at somebody. It's a man on a man, and so all it takes is, it's a lot of want to. Everybody better be getting their right gaps. Everybody better be coming physical, because when I'm coming downhill, you better believe that's what I'm bringing. And so, but I said I'm going to be the best athlete I can be. I know this offense. I know I got to be a valuable option in the passing game as well. But man, if they ever want to do that and go power, then we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Okay,
James, that was the right answer, I think, because Wolf just started punching the table.
So good, James.
You mentioned the passing game just real quick. Do you feel like you still surprise people with some of the catches you make and how much of a weapon you are in the passing game? You're doing that in Pittsburgh too, but it seems like people are always surprised by some of this.
Man, yeah, I was just. It's in the job description, man, to be well-rounded, to pass protect, to run the ball physical, to catch it, to get open, all of that. And so, like I said, it's all in the job description. So I don't, this league, that's why I say you have to prove yourself, week after week, because you can make all the one-hand catches and do all that, but you got to do it again. You know what I mean? So, and none of those plays last year can help moving forward. So, you just short-term memory, you erase it all, and there's more plays to be made.
James, thank you so much for your time, brother. Really appreciate it.
I appreciate you guys.
Having a successful offseason for the Arizona Cardinals started with signing James Conner. James, thank you so much
for
your time.
Thank you, brother.
Okay,
yes, sir.
man,
God bless. Thank you, guys.
God bless.
That's James Conner checking in. Yeah, I mean, Cardinals fans of all the signings, that was the one. Every Cardinals fan's like, oh yeah, whatever you do, it starts with bringing James Conner back.
Yep.
That was pretty universal, and it's not always universal with the fan base, but it was this year. So great to talk to him. He joins us on the 72 Sold sports line. Get your price at 72sold.com. Boy, he gave you the exact
Toes
answer.
at 6, baby.
Yeah,
Here we go.
He was like, let's give it a shot. Let's
Come on now. Let that big man run at that line of scrimmage.